Okay, so our next example is this, a parallelogram. So, same thing. What are the perimeter and area of this shape? So first, perimeter, once again, the perimeter is straightforward. So if we look at the definition, well, really, we just have to add all the side lengths. Now, these tick marks tell us that this side length is the same as that one, and it's parallel as well, and this one as well, right? So, essentially, we're saying what is 2 times the length, which happens to be 9, plus 2 times 4, which happens to be the width. So, what's 2 times 9? 18. Plus, what's 2 times 4? 8. What's 18 plus 8? 18 plus 8 is 26 centimeters. Now let's find out the area. Now you may not recall what the area is, but if you take a look at the definition, it says base times the height. Now what is the height here? What is the height on this parallelogram? Well, it's right here. They tell us it's 3. So you can put the letter H there. And what will be the base of this? This would be 9. Right? So let's put B equals to that. H equals to that. So this becomes 9 times 3. Right? Let's put both of them in brackets. What's 9 times 3? It's 27 centimeters square. Remember, square is for the area. Okay, let's take a look at another example, another shape, the triangle, this triangle. So, what's the perimeter right here? We add all 3 sides. So, essentially we have 4 plus 5 plus 8, right? 4 plus 5 plus 8. Well, when you add all these 3, you get what? Well, I know that 4 plus 5 is 9, plus 8 would be 17 centimeters. What about the area for this thing? Well, the area, let's write down the definition for the triangle first. What's the definition of the triangle? So, it's base times height divided by 2, right? Or 1 over 2 times base times height. Same thing. Well, what is the base of this shape? Well, they tell us right there, it's the 8. And what is the height of this? It's the 3 centimeters, right? So, 1 over 2 times 8, which is the base, times the height, which is that. Now, you can start simplifying this already. Let me move this up a little more on the screen. There you can see the next question. This becomes 8 times 3 is 24, and 24 times a half, which is essentially 24 divided by 2, 12 gives us 12. 12 centimeters square. Okay, let's take a look at our next shape, which is a circle. All right. Now, do we have the perimeter of this? The formula for the perimeter of a circle? Well, yes, we do, but we don't call it perimeter. We call it, what do we call it? We call it circumference. So, let's write down the definitions first. So, C, the circumference is equal to 2 pi r, or pi times d, right? So now, what does d stand for? D stands for diameter. What is the diameter here? The diameter is the line that crosses, that cuts the circle in half and passes through the origin. So it's this one right here, 10 centimeters. So if the diameter is 10 centimeters, we might as well find out what the radius is, because we're going to need it for the area. What's the length of the radius? The radius is equal to half of the diameter, which is 5 centimeters. Now, for this example, they want us to know, they want to find out the circumference. So the circumference would be pi times 10, which is the diameter, right? This is what we're using for that. So what's pi times 10? Well, pi times 10 is going to give us 31.41 centimeters. You may be asking, well, up to how many decimal places? Try to leave it up to 1 or 2 if I don't tell you. But if I tell you, of course, do it as 2. Whatever's been asked in the question, right? What about the area of this? circumference? Well, the area of the circumference, the formula is, let's write this down for reference, pi r squared. Now, what's the radius here? Well, we know that the radius is equal to 5 centimeters. I'm writing it down again. So this is equal to, A is equal to pi times 5 squared. Now, 5 squared means, what is 5 squared equal to? Well, 5 squared is equal to 25. Remember, this is not 5 times 2. This is 5 times itself 2 times. So 5 times 5, 25. We end up with 25 pi. And what is 25 times pi? Well, you grab a calculator and you should get something around here. 78.5 centimeters squared.